Will you please welcome Mr. Danny DeVito. Wow, here he is. Danny DeVito. Good to see you, dude. Full of fish and chips. Mr. Danny DeVito. There you go.
Thank you. Thank you all. Thank you very much. Oh, yeah.
Wow. Great to have you here. Great to have you here.
Fantastic being on your show.
Well, you're a big fan of the United Kingdom. I know that you like coming over here, don't you?
I like the UK, yeah, and I was just eating those fish and chips, baby.
Yeah?
They were tasty. Tasty, baby.
Carol.
Carol's eating them.
How is he regarded in Hollywood? Because he tells us over here he's a success over there, but I've never met anyone over there who's ever heard of him.
It's the first...
When I ask people, they've got no idea who he is.
I just met him in the green room. I'd never seen him before in my life.
Exactly. You see, it's all just a big thing going on. He's not even on TV over there.
No.
Danny, what a career, and I don't think I'm overstating when I say that he's one of our best-loved actors in the movies. Would you agree, ladies and gentlemen?
Thank you.
When I know you in a movie,
Thank you.
and you seem to have, you know, one of the questions I was going to ask you is, you know, yes. Not in your career, but it seems to me that making movies is a lot harder than it looks, because a lot of bad movies get made.
Yeah.
Okay. You have, it seems to me, very good taste when it comes to movies. You know how to choose a project. What is it that you have that others don't have? How do you find the movies which... Because you've had hit after hit after hit.
Well, the thing about it is, I think it's like got to do with your feelings for it. You know, if I'm producing a movie, I go with the passion of the filmmaker. And, you know, like, for instance, when Pulp Fiction was something Quentin Tarantino was doing Reservoir Dogs, and I never met the guy before, and I never saw the movie Reservoir Dogs. I read the script. I said, this is like a great script, Reservoir Dogs. I want to meet the guy. So I set up a meeting with Quentin, and in like 15 minutes, he told me his next project was a kind of a twisted tale of 3 or 4 stories he was putting together. I said, just stop right there. I felt like he had this kind of such a commitment to what he was doing. I said, I'd like to make a deal for your next picture. Now, I never saw the script at this time. Just
on your gut feeling,
my gut
and
feeling
based on
with the
how
guy.
he was about films.
Right. And a year later, he sent me Pulp Fiction, hot off the presses, and we made the movie, and everybody, you know.
Some of the ones you act in as well, you would think on paper, maybe, you know, you can see why it's a weird novelty idea, but you wouldn't think it would necessarily work, and yet they do. I watched 2 movies recently that you made back in, I guess, either late 80s or early 90s, both of which are just kind of crazy and strange, and even now you think, what were they thinking? But they're still wildly entertaining. Twins,
right,
where you are the twin brother of Arnold Schwarzenegger, and also with Arnold, the really strange movie Junior.
Junior, yeah.
In which Arnold gets pregnant.
Pregnant guy, yeah.
That's the weirdest movie, one of the weirdest movies ever made in Hollywood.
It's a strange-ass movie, but we love doing it.
Wow, that's a strange
film. Really.
And I thought they were setting up a sequel for you to be pregnant.
Yeah. No, no, we didn't. We wound up not doing that because, you know, he went off and did something else.
Big action movie or something. Yeah.
He did this crazy thing with the
maid.
The governor.
Oh,
no,
okay.
the maid. What? He's naughty.
What?
He's a very naughty boy.
Anyway, here's the thing I didn't know about you. I didn't realise, obviously I knew you'd worked with Michael Douglas.
Right.
And that you were in a movie he produced as well, at least one.
Cuckoo's
maybe
Nest,
more than
one flew over the cuckoo's nest.
But you shared a flat with him before either Danny or Michael had kind of made a name for themselves in the film or television business. You lived together in a flat in New York City. Now that must have been fun, crazy times.
Well, yeah, it was in the 60s, and we were both hippies, you know. We were doing like a lot of crazy stuff, and
herbal crazy stuff.
Yeah, we were herbalists.
Yeah.
And you know, the thing about Michael is, you know, he's very unassuming, really nice guy, and very sweet, but a babe magnet.
Yeah. Good
So anywhere you went, you could guarantee that there was going to be a little buzz around him.
There'd be ladies.
Yeah, be ladies. So
and did you get to pick up some of the collateral?
Yeah. You go, and you know, it's like what's that? It's like rugby. You know, the ball comes through and you grab it.
So there'd be a scrum around Michael.
A scrum, right?
And one that maybe didn't make it in the scrum. You'd grab it and run off home.
Grab and run with it. Yeah.
Before she knew what happened. Yeah.
And none of this kicking it down the field either. You know?
And then he produced One Flew Over the Cuckoo's Nest.
That's right.
Which was a breakthrough for you, really, wasn't it?
Well, the Cuckoo's Nest, I did the play off Broadway, and then when in '74 we did the movie, Milos directed it, wonderful director, and
Incredible film.
Nicholson. It was the first time I worked with Jack, and it was an experience for me, you know, be in the movie. It was such a great movie, and that brought me out to Hollywood. That's where I really wanted to be. And then after that, in '78, Taxi came along.
What a great series Taxi was. How many years did you spend doing Taxi?
We did 5 years on Taxi. It seems like more, but we did 5 years. That was a fantastic break for me.
Yeah.
I went in for my audition. I said, I got to get this part. This is like Louis De Palma. This is a great part. I don't know, what am I going to do to make an impression? And I walked in the room, and I looked around. They were all there. It was very scary. You know, when you're an actor, you got to go to that one seat that you got to go in, and they audition you. And I said, I took a chance. I said, I want to know one thing before we start. Who wrote this shit? And I threw it on the table. And then the rest of the day was mine.
Yeah.
It didn't matter what I said. If I said, and I got a laugh. You know what I mean? It was one of those things. Yeah.
Yeah. But that's a gamble. You took a big gamble there.
You got to take a chance.
Is that...
You know, you're taking a chance every night, right?
Oh, I've taken a few too many. Well, they don't always pan out. So Rhea Palmer, your wife...
Rhea Perlman.
Was Rhea Perlman, I'm
That's
so
right,
sorry.
that's okay.
You met her in Taxi or you met her before Taxi?
No, I met her before Taxi in the theater.
How long before you got together? How long before you went out on a date after that?
We went to have coffee that night afterwards, wow. And then I, got her phone number, and you know how it goes.
How long ago was that? How long have you been together?
That was like 1970.
Wow, so you've been together
We
for
were together. We were together 10 years, and then we got married.
So you've been together 42 years, in actual fact. Wow,
yeah.
That's incredible.
Yeah,
that's incredible. By anyone's standards, not just Hollywood.
Well, you.
Yeah, I've been together coming up for 25.
You and your wife have been together 25 years?
25 years this coming Sunday. Yeah. But we sleep with a lot of other people.
No,
I know.
It's the only way to keep it together.
Oh, yeah. But then making the leap from TV to movies, that's a pretty tricky thing. And that was Michael Douglas, again, who helped you there, didn't he?
Yes, that's right, with Romancing the Stone. That was big. Yeah. That was really big.
You know a movie I love from that period as well, Ruthless People.
Oh.
I love Ruthless People.
I mean, I had a great time making that film. That was great. There's a great scene where the dog starts biting my leg, you know. I mean, I haven't seen it in a while, but I'm going to check it out now.
Yeah, well, check it out. Hey, now, here's the exciting news, and you will no doubt have enjoyed with me Danny's company here. He's just great fun to be with, and great charisma you have. He's here to be back on stage in London, ladies and gentlemen, in the West End, in a very funny comedy at the Savoy Theatre, which is the old Gilbert and Sullivan Theatre, of course, in the Sunshine Boys. Now, remind me of the story, because I saw the movie many years ago.
Actually, it was a play first in the 70s. It's written by Neil Simon. And it's two guys who were in vaudeville, and they wind up separating because one guy wants to retire. So my character is left, right, without a job because the other guy goes off to do something else.
A famous double act.
Yeah.
And one guy goes
and
leaves the other guy.
Leaves me be. And now for 11 years, I'm sitting around looking for a job, and finally somebody comes looking to put the team together for one night for a special, like a TV special. And it's like oil and water, and we have a lot of really great fun. Today was my first day rehearsal. I'm having such a great time with Richard. It's just amazing.
One final thing before you go. What's this thing you're doing with your foot these days? Someone told me that you were in the green room earlier and you took a picture of your foot for some reason. What weird fetish is this that we've stumbled upon here, Dan?
Well, I take a picture of my right foot and I tweet it wherever I go. You know, I have my cell phone, and I've been doing it for like a few years, and I've got a couple million followers, actually.
Wow. And these are foot fetishists?
People, no, they're not. It's not a foot fetish. It's a kind of thing that
though, you have a nice foot.
Thank you. I do it like at the Eiffel Tower, at the London Bridge, at the Brandenburg Gates, and if you stay where you are...
Make this special. You get on the couch there,
okay.
and I'll put my head near the foot, and then you can... Let's do that.
So you go down that end?
I'll come down this. You go sit down that end, and I'll go...
Yeah.
Okay, how are we
This is good.
All right, okay, so...
Okay.
You know what? Simon Cowell is furious now he didn't get his...
Perfect.
Okay, that's a good one. That's pretty good.
That's pretty good.
Can we get in there? That's a pretty
There
good
it
one.
is. Fantastic.
But you know, What a lovely and smooth foot you have as well, if I
Thank
may
you very
say
much.
that.
Well, you know, since I've been doing it for the last couple of years, I've been taking care of it a lot better.
Yeah.
Put a lot of cream on it.
It felt
and stuff.
smooth and soft.
Yeah, by your cheek.
I have hairs on the top of my big toe.
No,
It's quite coarse. OK, wow, what a great end to the series tonight was, I think, and what a great guest to end it. Ladies and gentlemen, Mr. Danny DeVito.
Thank you. Thanks, everybody.
Thanks, Danny.
I'll see you, man.
See you, Sunshine Boy.
Okay.
Take care. Mr. Danny DeVito.